What a
good evening to you.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out here tonight?
Well, boy, Kevin, this is a classic low post strength-on-strength contest. And more in the modern NBA, that's the exception, not the rule.
Now Bogdanovich following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell against Collins. Shot clock at 6. Makes it off the glass.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Conley surveying the D. And stolen by Hunter. Young with the ball. Conley picks him up. Bogdanovich against Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. And boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
Passes to Bogdanovich. O'Neal with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Mitchell wide open. They get it again. Here's Gobert, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Young outside. Outside Collins. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Over to the left wing. Capella finds Hunter. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 6 to shoot. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? Now with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Conley against Young. Outside Collins. To the left side wing. Capella with it. Now defended by Gobert. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. No good on the 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Down low. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by O'Neal. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd basket of the game. Young looking around. Pass to Collins. Stolen by Michael Conley. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. It's deflected.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Capella with the bucket.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes. Showing off the nice touch there.
Conley against Young. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. Hunter with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. The game now all time.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession.
Conley against Young. Conley dishes to Gobert. And here's Mitchell from the arc. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And Utah turns it over again. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now, here is Young. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Bogdanovich. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. It's stolen by Capella. Gobert with the block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says no, sir.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Young passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. Stolen by Collins. Gets it off. Oh, he nailed it. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Atlanta.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. Bogdanovich. Collins with some nice D.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Conley against Young. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks leading by 7. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Young. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell leading the charge. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Young outside. Pass to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. That shot off. Good D by Bogdanovich.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Young pass to Collins. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Gobert trying to get open as Bogdanovich. No good. That would have tied it. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
It's tipped.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use, Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working it.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Collins looking around. Dishes it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Conley against Young. To the inside. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Rudy Gobert.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Bogdanovich against Young. Here's Hunter with the drive. Gobert with the block. They recover it. Hunter on the wing. 4 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Capella. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for the Jazz. Young against O'Neal. Young dishes to Collins. The kick out to Young. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Hunter on the wing. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Outside Bogdanovich. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Conley. In transition, here come the Jazz. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's shot mechanics from the time he entered the league to what we're seeing now. It's refined. It's on balance. And boy, does he make good.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Capella to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
Here is Conley. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And at the end of the period... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Jang, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. Williams with the ball, and it's Clarkson picking him up. And the pass to Reddish. From deep 3-point range. Inside. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
Clarkson passes to Gay. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson surveying the floor. Sinks the 3-pointer. Clarkson's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And what a great addition to the second unit up in Salt Lake with the Utah Jazz doors. Jordan Clarkson has really fit right in.
Well, he's fit in between the lines, and as importantly, he is so beloved in the locker room. This guy gets along with everybody on the team, and their time bonding in the Orlando bubble, I think, really just allowed him to come out of his shell. Just a genuine guy, and we know chemistry matters.
Williams kicks to Gallinari from about 19 feet, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And just a solid all-around offensive threat. Gallinari gets how to generate points.
Clarkson outside. Down low, Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Williams dishes to Gallinari. Reddish the pass to Herter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Clarkson outside. Offensive rebound. And Gay with the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 6.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Williams in the post.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Gallinari down low. He's covered by Gay. Here's Jang. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jang's got his first points of the game.
Well, the definition of a high percentage shooter. Terrific touch by Gorgui Dieng.
Out to the wing. Gay right side. Right block shot. And he connects with the jumper.
Assist goes to.
Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Williams attacking, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
Clarkson outside. Passes it to Oni. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Whiteside, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Whiteside's got 6 points.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Oni. Here is Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. Here's Oni. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Hurt. He kicks it to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And we just finished the third quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at center. Young with no one around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Bogdanovich. 9 points for Donovan Mitchell.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Young passes to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Collins with it. Young outside. Offensive rebound. And Collins is right there.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Young against Conley. Mitchell outside. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And Young kicks to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's O'Neal. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Young against Hunter. Hunter on the wing. Outside Collins. Collins with another miss.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Mitchell, Gobert trying to get open. Shot's good by Mitchell. And it's a 9-point Jazz lead. That has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Young inside. Over by Conley. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
He had played mistake-free basketball until that one. His first turnover of the night.
Jazz leading by 9. Outside Conley. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Mitchell outside.
And really, this is the role of Capella, to come out, play that strong defense, and alter as many shots as possible. Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Collins kicks to Hunter. Back to Collins. Over Bogdanovich. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good one.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And here's Conley outside. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Pass to Hunter. Outside Bogdanovich. Pocket 6. To the inside to end the drought. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Conley. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. The lead now cut to single digits.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team second.
Stolen by Collins. Here's Hunter. No good. Shot missing. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Utah with the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
welcome to 2K Sports. Hey, Allie.
BA, we've seen...
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Phoenix, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, BA, in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too. And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Now here's Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella. Collins with it. Clock at 4. There's the block.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Paul. Bridges outside to the middle. And Crowder the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
Jay Crowder, not the biggest guy, but he's crafty in the painted area. Knows how to get his shot.
Knocked away. Stolen by Bridges. Ayton inside. Guarded by Capella. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Booker. Count it. Good.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Collins outside. There's the 3. Collins with another miss.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Stolen by Capella. Bogdanovich against Booker. There's Young with the 3. No luck on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Back to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Pass to Bogdanovich. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Bridges outside. Crowder inside. Collins there. Here's an 8-footer. And it's Crowder missing.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Outside Young. Into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup.
Great at penetrating inside. Once Young gets a step on the defense, he explodes toward the bucket.
Out to the right wing. And Ayton gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
2 minutes.
Now here's Young. Driving to the basket. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You have to admire Young's determination and toughness. He's not just a perimeter threat.
Outside Paul. Here's Ayton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And that one's good. Young. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Paul with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Now here's Young. 6 points for him. On the take. Outside Bogdanovich. And the shot goes in. Bogdanovich has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Now Aiden, guarded by Capella. It's stolen by Hunter. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Great find by Trae Young, one of the more instinctive passers in this league.
Ball against Young. Ball passes to Bridges. Ball into the lane. Here's Crowder. Hey, rejected by Capella.
What a block by Clint Capella. Flying in with those long arms for the no.
Young, the pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Drives to the hoop. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this.
And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Russell jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
You know, by the time Bogdanovich arrived in the NBA, he was already a well-seasoned pro, Grant.
Yeah, he had an impressive run in a number of European leagues, amassing a ton of awards and championships. So he definitely knew what he was getting into when he came stateside to play with the rest of the best.
Back to Collins. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovich shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
Outside Paul. Off target with the 3. And for Atlanta, their shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Outside Young. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Back to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Young, the pass to Capella. Stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here we go. Goes up on the wing. Collins with the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Young, and they're going to count that buck. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
They give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Payne, the pass to Johnson. Now here's McGee, guarded by Capella. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
And McGee with the stuff.
Apparently, he didn't appreciate giving up points.
I mean, just throws it down right in the man's face. Outside Young. Pass to Capella. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
I just love the ball move.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Back to Payne. Here's Shamet.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
McGee McGee in the post. Guarded by Capella. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Collins outside. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Love Capella's IQ on the pick and roll, hitting his mark and then getting himself open.
Pass to McGee. Outside Payne. McGee in the post. He's against Capella. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. To the inside. Outside Herter. We've got 1:08 left to play in the half. It's Herter on the wing. Pass to Reddish. Ooh, McGee with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Suns trailing. 51 seconds left in the second. Outside Paul. Pass to McGee. The kick out to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Hawks. Williams with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Gallinari. And count the basket. He was fouled. And he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting for Atlanta, Danilo Gallinari. Shooting one.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skill forward with size, has struggled because of health.
Outside Paul. McGee passes to Paul. Sinks it from distance. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game. 15 seconds left in the second period. Williams against Paul. Right side, Williams. The three ball. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hawks ahead. They lead by 3. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, Bogdan Bogdanović really making a difference here.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's McGee in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Inside, here's Jang, and that one is stuffed right through.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Smitty, you think of all the 6th Man of the Year awards Lou Williams has. He's the ultimate bench weapon.
You know, Lou embraced that role early on in his career, B.A. Saw the value of coming in, looking for shots with the second unit. He's made a career doing what he does best.
Here's Reddish. He's guarded by Bridges. To the paint. Stolen by Booker. He goes up, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Nice instincts there from Booker, showing a willingness and drive to want to improve on the defensive end.
Paul with the double. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Williams. Here's Reddish. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges. And he makes a first.
A versatile wing with a good overall skill set. Reddish has a bright future in this league, and I think his peers would agree.
Phoenix is shooting great. 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Paul passes to McGee. Oh, it's stolen. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Here's Jang. Covered by McGee. Pass to Herder. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up, high post. The shot won't fall. The Suns go the other way with it. Down low. Here's Crowder, and he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Ayton, he's checked in for McGee. Gallinari with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Herder. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Intercepted. Here's Reddish. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Jang. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Though he has a score-first mindset, Williams not a bad setup man.
Ball against Williams. Second chance effort. Ayton, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Jang. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 7-point Atlanta lead.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Bridges finds Crowder. And here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got 12 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Herder. There's 1:17 left to play in the third quarter here. Williams from long range. They get it back.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The Suns have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Ball against Williams. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
One of the best passes we've ever seen. Paul on time and on point.
Williams against Paul. Williams in the post. Soft touch off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Pass to Booker. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Basket counts. For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. To the middle. That's tipped. Paul with a steal. Williams against Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
In transition, here come the Suns. The pull-up. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Paul. And it's now just a 1-point Hawks lead. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Hawks ahead, up 1. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
He gets it in there.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Suns trailing. Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first
An
personal
active
foul.
shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
To the wing, right side. Back to Paul. To tie it up. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's all knotted up.
After being behind for so long, they must be relieved to finally get this thing tied up.
Definitely. But this is the time when you want the momentum. Late is when you want to impose your will.
Bogdanovich down low. Booker defending. They grab their own miss. Oh, rejected by Ayton. To the paint to take the lead. Tries again. And he lays it in. And the Suns lead by 2. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, it's the steals. They've been harassing the ball today, forcing mistakes, and turning that into their advantage.
And it's Crowder missing. For Atlanta, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Hunter with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. And Collins with the slam.
Great awareness by Capella to recognize the breakdown defensively.
Well, the Suns shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. It's Booker on the wing. Out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And it's Capella with the jam.
What separates Capella is his quick jumps around the rim. Tremendous athlete.
Paul passes to Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Ayton inside. He's against Capella. Ayton, no good. The Hawks leading. Bogdanovich down low. Booker defending. Bogdanovich, no good. Capella. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Outside Paul. There's the drive. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. A minute 42 left to play in the fourth. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. We'll try to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Trae Young to the line. It goes on Chris Paul.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Pass to Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 8 assists in the game.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker's capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Here's Bogdanovich. And the layup is good off the glass.
The assist.
And the Hawks lead by 5.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Here's Bridges. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Stolen by Ayton. Crowder with it. And Capella picks him up defensively. Collins against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. And he drives in. And it's in. And that one brings them within one.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Outside Bogdanovich. And Booker pulls it down. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Pass to Young. To the right side. Collins passes to Young. Outside Hunter. And so it's Atlanta who scrapes by with a win. With the late victory, they upset Flint.
Of Paul and Booker are out there. Off it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton, and for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And Brent in this one, terrific talent on both sides. Everybody get ready for this one.
This is not a game where you take the dry eraser and circle it in the training room. You take the permanent marker because you wanted this one. You wanted it to get here sooner. And tonight we're going to see some high-level play against these powerhouse teams.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Paul. The 10-footer finds the target.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Conley feeling it out. No one near him. Bogdanovich, and it's Bogdanovich on the foul.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Paul over Bogdanovich. Paul can't get it to go. Mitchell outside. Pass to Conley. Back to Mitchell. O'Neal from long range. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A pull-up. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Paul. Mike Conley grabs the miss.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Here's Crowder. It's blocked. Pass to Mitchell. Back to O'Neal. Conley against Paul. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Here's Conley following the basket by DeAndre Ayton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Paul kicks to Booker. O'Neal against Crowder. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from threes. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Booker. No points in the game yet for him. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. 5 to shoot. Pass to Crowder. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Mitchell outside. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. A putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Ball against Conley. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Booker. A rebound by the Jazz.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Paul dishes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. A 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Conley with a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Conley's got 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Jazz lead by 10. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for the Suns. On the forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Mitchell, following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. A three ball. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by O'Neal. Mitchell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab in the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate Chris Paul delivers.
Greg, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, and he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
Phoenix with the ball, following the three-pointer by Utah. Paul passes to Crowder. He kicks it to Ayton. Bridges outside. Suns moving the ball around. Deep. And that one is off. And Utah the other way now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 16-point game. Booker with no one around. Offline with his three.
I'm shocked that he didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Conley kicks to O'Neal. No good from outside. Suns trail by 16 to the middle. It's tipped to the inside. Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Takes a three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Suns have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Paul with the three, and they recover it. And Ayton stays with it.
Sweet timing on that play as Ayton up there and ripping it down.
Conley against Paul. Outside Conley. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Wasted no time on that one. Paul's got 8 points.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Conley against Paul. Outside Conley. The pass to Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back, let him try to find his range. And with him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Down low. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from 8.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Conley against Paul. Pass to O'Neal. Mitchell right side. Yep, that one goes. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Paul for 3, and the Suns get it back. That one doesn't drop. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Again, the Jazz score.
Yeah, you love Bogdanovich's work ethic. He makes an effort to be right where they need him to finish that break.
And that concludes the first half. Utah.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Right out of the gates, it was Utah setting the tone. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4. Thanks for joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bojan Bogdanović with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Rudy Gay is out there with Whiteside. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Oni in at the point.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Payne gets a wide open look. They get the rebound.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Clarkson. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Clarkson passes to Oni. Inside. The Jazz working the ball around now. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Right side, no good. Suns trail by 15. Shamet finds Kaminsky. Here's Shamet. To the inside, McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Gay. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the fast break. Kaminsky with the ball. There's the pass to Payne. There's the dish to McGee. There's the triple. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Suns trail by 11. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Ingles. Down low. Gay. McGee with the block. They retain possession. Another miss by Utah. Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Back to Shamet. Payne with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Johnson, the pass to McGee. Johnson, a wide open look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Passes it to Gay. Here's Oni. Gay inside. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Back to Gay. They need this one. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Shamet. No good on that one. And it's Utah the other way. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, DA.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Suns trail by 11. Payne with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Clarkson. To the paint, here's Gay. Nifty move. Here's Whiteside.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
That's a 2 from Paul. Rebound, Utah. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ingles against Booker. Pass to Oni. It's deflected and stolen by Ayton. And a deep 3 from Booker. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And Utah has possession. After the Suns pick up 2. Yep, it counts. 12 points for Bojan Bogdanovic.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Paul for 3. Crowder the pass to Ayton. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Booker. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Conley. And it's a 9-point Jazz lead. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Conley against Paul. Good on the shot.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Conley against Paul. Outside Conley. Dishes to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Bogdanovic, and he lays it straight in. Bogdanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Chris Paul. Paul against Conley. The pass to Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Gobert finds Mitchell. Gobert down low. He's against Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And Gobert drops them both. Suns trail by 9. Paul outside, fires from deep. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
Jazz leading by 6. Outside Conley. Here's the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Chris Paul picks up that one.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
And he makes all three.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Paul kicks to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Ayton. Crowder against Gobert. Paul with the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the fourth. No good from 11 feet. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Fires for 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Conley against Paul. To the middle. O'Neal passes to Conley. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Mitchell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Pass to Paul. Puts it up from 15. Conley with the rebound. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Jazz.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Donovan Mitchell.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
And here's Utah. They're leading by 8. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Takes the 3. He can't get that one. Bridges with the steal. We see the Jazz get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their
Well, this one's...
Hey, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. Now Atlanta starting five. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the five, down low. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the three. Well, Doris, a great collection of guard talent on the floor here. Both these teams driven by their backcourt play.
Boy, B.A., a lot of pace, a lot of skill out there in the respective backcourts. This game probably will be won or lost based on the perimeter play.
And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Bogdanovich.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Bogdanovich against Young. Here's Capella, and it's Capella with the jam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
About a minute into this first quarter. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Inside. Stolen by Collins. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Outside Mitchell. Takes the three. Gobert passes to Conley. 4 on the clock. Gobert no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Hunter, good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Young against Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Bogdanovich up top. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I think it's obvious that Bogdanovich has worked on his ability to handle the basketball. Really good control there. Boy, you think about a guy like Bojan Bogdanovich, who's taken with the 31st pick back in 2011. He did not come to the NBA for another 3 years. But since that point, boy, he has carved out an excellent career.
Here's Conley, following the score by Atlanta. Outside Mitchell. Back to Conley. Jacks up a three. Hits the three-pointer. Conley's got 5 points. And Doris, a fixture on the Croatian national team is Bogdanovich.
Yeah, his 2019 contract made him the highest paid Croatian athlete. And boy, does he earn his money. This guy competes every time down the floor. So well-rounded offensively.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Here's Young. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Bogdanovich finds Gobert. That gives him the lead.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Young against Conley. Left side Young. Collins against Conley. The Hawks need to get one up here. And stolen by Gobert. To the inside. Here's Bogdanovich. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Young against Conley. Young, the pass to Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. And he banks in the layup. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Bogdanovich. Capella with a rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich on the wing. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. The layup misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket. Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Utah right now. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
The shot by Conley, no good. The Hawks leading. The kick to Hunter. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound Atlanta.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Hunter, here we go. 2 points. That one goes. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Mitchell, down low. Capella against Gobert. From deep, Conley. The Jazz with another miss.
Boy, in recent years, Mike Conley taking more shots from long range, but make no mistake, this guy able to score at every single level.
From behind the arc. Hunter with the rebound. Bogdanovich against Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Back to Capella. And Gobert with a block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says no, sir.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Bogdanovich. Back to Young. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. And Doris, you look at the shooting numbers for Conley. He can hurt you from deep and everywhere in between.
Well, it's easy to quote, get to your spot when you have so many spots on the floor. At the same time, I feel like Conley does such a great job balancing scoring and setting the table for his teammates.
6 to shoot. Pass to O'Neal. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Gobert, guarded by Capella. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. So Utah ends up going with a new group. The Hawks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Young. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Bogdanovich against Clarkson. Pass to Oni. Here's Gay. And Collins with the big block.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. So it's Utah now, following the score by Atlanta. Clarkson up top. This one for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routine. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, BA, I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
Now here's Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. Another shot. Here's Capella. And Whiteside with a block. Clarkson outside. Inside. Gay. Here's Ingles. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his second personal.
That one on Young.
Well, he started as a perimeter threat, but Joe Ingles outstanding and finding a way to the cup inside and forcing the issue.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Williams against Whiteside. Here's Jang. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
Pass to Ingles. Now here's Gay. It's deflected. Back to Ingles. And here's Whiteside. Got a piece of it. Now here's Gay. He's covered by Gallinari. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Reddish misses.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Pass to Oni. Back to Gay. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gay's got his first basket.
Got to show more strength on the low block to keep him out of position.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
And we're through the first half of play.
Thanks, guys. Clinton.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that's...
Second second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, you got to like what Clint Capella has done in this game.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
His power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
Here's who Nate McMillan is starting the second half with. Lou Williams out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's Cam Reddish. Then it's Danilo Gallinari. And it's Jang in at the center position. Here's Reddish. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to Jang. To the middle. That one no good. And Utah will come the other way. On the wing, Clarkson. Picked it. Gallinari with it. Now guarded by Gay. For the finish. And Gallinari throws it down.
Boy, you have to love when Gallinari runs the floor, and nicely done to reward him with the finish.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. To the paint. Whiteside can't get it to go.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Here's Oni. Gay, the pass to Clarkson. Back to Gay. Now Clarkson. Huerter defending. Here's Whiteside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Hawks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Huerter can't hit.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Clarkson passes to Gay. Here's Whiteside. It's Huerter on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Inside. Outside for Gallinari. Outside Huerter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
That's the ball.
Pass to Williams. Here's Huerter. He's covered by Clarkson. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Now here's Williams. Defense right on him. Gallinari for 3. They get the rebound.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Gay. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team.
First one falls. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Gobert's checked in for Whiteside. O'Neal comes in for Ingles. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And Conley subbed in for Oni. Now here's Young. Collins outside with the drive. Pass to Capella. Outside Hunter. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Gay. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Utah trailing here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Outside Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Young from long range. Not going to go that time. And Utah the other way now. Outside Conley. From outside the arc. Pass to O'Neal. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And here's Hunter from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Young with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Takes it inside. It's blocked by Gobert. For the lead. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Jazz out in front, up 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Royce O'Neal, Donovan Mitchell out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Bogdanovich in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Utah leading. It's stolen by Hunter, and the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Over to the wing. Outside Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
And here's Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Gobert. Back to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Collins. And now the Hawks on the break. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. There's Young with the 3. Collins. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You have to box out Collins. When you don't, this is exactly what happens.
Outside Mitchell. Stolen by Capella. And now the Hawks on the break. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Outside Young. To take the lead. The kick to Hunter. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Mitchell with the slam.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Mike Conley's checked in for Utah. Young, the pass to Capella. The kick to Hunter. Puts one up from 19. They get it again. Pass to Collins. And foul fouled as he went up to dunk. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
There's the double with Bogdanovich. Gobert finds Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
The Hawks have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Young with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. The 3 from Mitchell. The rebound by Bogdanovich. The Hawks trailing. Bogdanovich on the wing. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Bogdanovich has gotten 4 this quarter.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
Pass to Gobert. And here's Bogdanovich. Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it down from distance. Mitchell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Every moment counts here. They've got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Oh, Capella stays ready. I mean, he's not his team's top scoring option, but he makes plays when he needs to.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stop.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Conley against Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Wide open. No good. A bit long that time.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
There's the triple. He connects. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Young. To tie it up. No good from 3-point range. So it's a narrow victory for the Jazz, pulling out the W. What a
Lots of interesting. Welcome, G8.
Well, thanks.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And here is Paul. You know, Steve, above the rim play always is captivating to watch. We should see some of that tonight.
Yes, Kevin. A lot of watch ahead because these guys can fly. I'm glad I'm watching and not trying to slow these guys down.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Doesn't go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Paul left side. Outside Crowder. Bridges outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Young drives in. Basket good.
Great at penetrating inside. Once Young gets a step on the defense, he explodes toward the bucket.
And it's Phoenix's ball. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the fourth youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Now, here's Capella. Collins passes to Capella. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You got to love how Capella keeps possessions alive. Really nice effort right there.
Here's Paul. Here's Booker. And Capella sends it back. Bridges shot. Good.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now, here is Young. Passes to Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
Even though he spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Bogdanovich goes 6'6", 220. He's a threat inside.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Pass to Booker from past the arc. Rebound, Atlanta.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Look at the pass from Hunter. He's wanting to get his teammates involved.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. He takes it in. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And Bogdanovich gets to Collins. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. It's a tie ball game.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Shoots. Collins grabs the miss.
And a bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Back to Bogdanovich. 1:11 left in the first quarter. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now, here is Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Capella. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Young dishes to Capella. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on 8.
He's a lot to handle at both ends. Capella just keeps coming at you.
Both shots good from the strike. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Young against Paul. Booker outside. Over Bogdanovich. No good from Booker. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Now Booker after Clint Capella's three-pointer that didn't go. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Suns leading by 4. Paul passes to Ayton. Young with the steal. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Bounce pass from Paul. Ayton finds Booker. Over Bogdanovich. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Bogdanovich goes in.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Booker in the corner. Puts up a 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And we all know basketball is a game of runs, but Steve, why can it so often seesaw like that? 1 minute a team is ice cold. The next, they can't miss.
I think confidence is such a big part of the game. Also rhythm. When you see shots fall, it snowballs. On the other hand, when you can't take the lid off of it, that confidence can go another direction.
Here's Paul after Clint Capella's bucket. Crowder the pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Paul missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Capella finds Young. Booker with it. He has 5. Inside. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. Ayton's got 8.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. He has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Bogdanovich. Dishes to Collins. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Crowder the pass to Paul. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Bridges. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Johnson outside. Kicks it to Kaminsky. There's the 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Payne. Gallinari making his last shot. Pass to Shamet. Back to Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 5.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Chang. And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Payne. Down low and stolen by Jang. Reddish the pass to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Here's Payne. And they'll get another chance. So that'll be it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They led by 2 after the first. They were... And that'll do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Jang, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And Reddish with the slam.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
And what a career it's been for Lou Williams. You forget just how long, Greg, he's produced at this level.
And how about came into the league at 19, a decade and a half later, he's still an incredible scorer. Longevity like that isn't easy to come by.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. That one is no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Payne following the bucket by the Hawks. To the paint, here's Kaminsky, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Paul passes to Booker. Bridges for three. They grab their own miss. So the wing on the left is shot by Paul. Nobody around. Off target with his three. Reddish with the ball. He's guarded by Booker. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter. Herter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Booker for 3. Gallinari with the rebound.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
Jang high post. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Plays it up and banks it in.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. A 2-point game. The pass to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Gallinari against Booker. Reddish kicks to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jang. Williams can't get it to go. Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Booker driving inside. Basket counts. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
An underrated athlete put a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Gallinari passes to Herter. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Williams dishes to Jang. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Here is Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Again, the miss by Booker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Williams. And the rejection by Ayton. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Phoenix shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Paul outside. To the inside for the lead. And the rejection by Jang. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Paul for 3. And that one released in time, but no good.
And the defense by Lou, using his experience and quickness to get in good position.
Tie game in it. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Well, Phoenix shooting here about 46% for the game. And Ayton throws it down.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
The Hawks trailing. Now here's Williams. He dishes it to Reddish. Gallinari surveying the D. 5 on the clock. The feed to Reddish. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Booker the pass to Paul. Going inside, and he banks in the layup. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Phoenix has possession here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And it's Ayton missing. The Hawks have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Williams kicks to Reddish. Here's Herter, defended by Booker. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Herter.
Physical D right there, but Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Now Paul. Inside. Gallinari with the steal. Pass to Reddish. Over Bridges. Rebound by the Suns. Bridges got 6 rebounds in the game. Paul dishes to Ayton, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Atlanta making some changes. Now here's Booker. Back to Ayton. It's Crowder on the wing. Clock at 4, down low. And that one's good, Ayton. And the Suns lead by 4.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
A proven veteran, Capella doesn't get nervous about taking big-time shots for his squad.
And here is Paul. Feeds to Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Here's Paul after Clint Capella's bucket. Booker the pass to Ayton. Shoots over Capella, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Hunter on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Clutch. We saw this from Hunter in college. You can trust him with the game on the line.
Paul with the ball. Passes it to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The Suns need to get a shot off, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now, here is Young. Outside Collins. To the middle. Bridges with the steal. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's the second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out, and you see the value he provides for this team.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. It's rebounded by Paul. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Crowder finds Paul. Now Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Paul against Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Booker. And then Mitchell with the double.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Now here's Crowder. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Inside, here's Gobert. That ball, nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Ball against Conley. Paul passes to Booker. From deep three-point range, that shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And, Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship-caliber team.
Now here's Paul. To the inside. Crowder. And Crowder puts it in.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
Ball against Conley. Now, here is O'Neal. Defense is right there. Fires the 3. Crowder pulls it in.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Booker looking around. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Conley with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Conley's got 8 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul dishes to Bridges. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Michael Conley picks one up.
Guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
Now here is Conley. 8 points for him. Mitchell up top. Defended by Bridges. There's O'Neal with the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. To the paint. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Conley against Paul. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Releases. Again, the Jazz score.
These are the shots we expect Bogdanovich to make, and he doesn't take much time to get them off before the defense can react.
27 seconds left here in the first quarter. No good from Booker. Utah leading by 4. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Assist from
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Booker. Over Gobert. And so it's Utah with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Bridges finds Booker. Back to Bridges. Ayton trying to break free. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Bridges. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Passes it to Mitchell. O'Neal from long range. Sinks the triple. O'Neal's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And one thing you hear again and again about Mitchell, his leadership, especially for a young player, is striking.
Well, coaches and teammates all agree. He's a natural-born leader, comfortable using his voice, but at the same time, it's all about the team with Donovan.
And it's Paul penetrating, and it's good. 2 points. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
You know, passing is what has defined Chris Paul's career, and boy, does he have a way to get his teammates involved.
Conley feeling it out. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. No good on the shot. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Booker driving in. Here's Ayton. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. From downtown, Bridges with the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Paul dishes to Crowder. For 3, Booker kept alive. Trying to get open is Crowder. And Ayton stays with it. And now just a 4-point Utah lead.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to O'Neal. The Jazz with another miss. Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Booker. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Booker's got his first basket. You know, Doris, some of these star players are so skilled. If you were playing, which of those skills do you think would be the most fun?
I'm selfish. I want to be one of those guys who steps across half court and immediately is within range. So the range shooting would be the first. But I also want to be that freak athlete who everybody's terrified. When I get above the rim, I'm just putting it down on your head.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. To the middle, and stolen by Gay. Ayton against Whiteside. Gay outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. To stop the drought, and then Gay with the dunk.
Yeah, I just like the show of force there.
from Gay. Not settling for the simple layup, but showing his dominance, trying to intimidate with that slam.
Knocked loose. Clarkson looking for an opening. Ingles passes to Whiteside. Goes back up. Ingles kicks to Clarkson. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Suns trail by 4. Here's Payne driving the lane. Can't hit from in close.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oni with the bucket.
And I just love seeing Gay share the ball. A solid distributor, given his size and ability to see over defenders.
Payne with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
They get Hassan Whiteside. The Suns shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Payne hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Oni. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. Nobody had an answer for Mike Conley in the first. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And that'll do it for us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Ingles is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Oni in at the point.
And much beloved in Salt Lake City, the Australian Joe Ingles is a glue guy for this team.
He's much more than that. He's absolutely one of the leaders of this team. He's outspoken on the court. He's not afraid to put an arm around a younger player and be that mentor. He's unselfish. Joe Ingles, simply put, he's a winner.
The pass to Ingles. And here's Gay. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Clarkson outside. Here's Whiteside. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Suns trail by 3. Here's Shamet. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Whiteside. Got a piece of it. Johnson outside to the left wing. Payne gets a wide open look. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Utah's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And here's Ingles outside. Kicks it to Clarkson. From deep. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Passes to McGee. For the lead. That's good from Payne on the assist by McGee. Payne's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Count it. McGee's got his first points in this one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Oni. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Whiteside, good.
Whiteside.
And the Jazz lead by 1.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And the slam dunk by McGee. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Oni passes to Whiteside. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Payne passes to McGee. Over Gobert. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Jazz passing it around. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Payne passes to McGee. The shot, no good. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Mitchell, banked in off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
The combination of power, aggression, and frame, and a willingness to embrace contact. Mr. Donovan Mitchell delivers.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one goes. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for JaVale McGee. Jay Crowder comes in for Kaminsky. Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. And it's Devin Booker in for Landry Shamet. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. O'Neal from long range. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. O'Neal's got 9 points.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Here's Payne, and there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Conley, the tray. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And there's the pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. From the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Jazz lead by 1. And we're coming right. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 1. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Mitchell outside. The offensive rebound, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Ball against Conley. Booker in the corner. Beyond the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Conley against Paul. Conley dishes to Gobert. Paul with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Conley. Mitchell wide open. Buries it from three-point range. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Jazz.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Now, something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes with their defense and then turn those turnovers into points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul. Outside Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Passes it to Book. The three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Paul against Conley. O'Neal gets to Conley. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And Utah another 3.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton from the baseline. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Stolen by O'Neal. The pass to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Gobert. Out to Conley. O'Neal against Crowder. Puts it up. O'Neal misses. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A 2-point game. We've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter. Paul outside. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. From deep 3-point range. That shot off the mark. So Phoenix will take it the other way. 3-pointer. Phoenix no good that time either. Mitchell outside. Launches it. Hey, Crowder pulls it in. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks. Booker trying to free himself up. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy.